Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First play, first pass for Brady. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. First carry for Josh Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cover! To throw, it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Brady to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Bengals at 11-5 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Daly, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On one, right?
First down. Here's Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. A good pick up there of 20 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
12.
Up the middle they go. Daly, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, they're going to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And there's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Here we go. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 7-7, our score after one. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be taken at the 10. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
12.
It's Mixon on the counter.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On one, ready?
The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
On 2, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduated the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 34. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Brady now to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, ready?
Second down and goal. Burrow.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Mixon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
McPherson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll try the left side. Daly. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow finds his tight end Ingram.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Brady. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Jacobs going to try the middle.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a play fake. Brady. And that's complete to Adams.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Brady gives this to White. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 34. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
11 MP pace. 11 MP pace.
Now a handoff up the middle. Daly. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I'm wondering.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down. Here's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Here's Jacob, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Second and 12.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brady.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get him all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McPherson on for the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They start the drive with White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And it's complete to Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Brady now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
11 MC.
Now Burrow on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go right back to White here on first down. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays. but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
And
again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
11.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
11.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle. They wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Bengals,
a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.
Come alive in the dark.